Hello, Nick.
Hello.
Welcome back to Metal KAOZ in Chicago. Great seeing your face.
Thank you for having me.
I can see your excitement about the new album, and you are rightfully to be excited.
Yeah, we're totally stoked with this whole thing. We're looking forward to get on the road.
So how long?
And also to share the next songs with you people. I mean, like next week there is another single coming out and goes on and on.
I have already my questions about that too, so don't worry. So how long have you been working on the album? Because from the songwriting to actually recording this thing, because if you look at the dates, it seems like it took more time than usual.
First of all, it took more time than usual because as far as you know, I mean, like we are like quite on the time with the albums, like every 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, this one from the release of the previous album, then we had this 2.5 years with the pandemic that everybody was closed down.
Correct.
And it wasn't exactly easy either to go to the rehearsal room or to get out of the house or whatever. It was a bit complicated, the whole thing. Then we started rehearsing the first ideas, and we started creating the songs, writing the lyrics, everything. And then we got into the recording studio. We did the mix and the mastering. I mean, the whole recording, mixing, mastering process took maximum 2 months.
That was fairly quick.
Yeah, maximum 2 months. And but the thing is that due to the war in Ukraine, the factories that produce vinyl in Europe, they don't have the material. So if you wanted to, like, if you just imagine that in the past you had to deliver the master like 3-4 months before, till last year you needed around a year before.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Oh man.
Yeah, that's why it took almost 4.5 years for the album to be released. It's not that we were sitting on our asses doing nothing.
Well, I wasn't asking about that. Come on, man. I didn't imply that you were.
Yeah, of course.
Did you record the album on again Zero Gravity Studios in Athens, Greece?
No, Deva Sound Studios. The studio of Fotis Bernardo, the drummer of ex-Septiflesh.
Okay. And then of course you went to Sweden, right, for the mix with Jens. I guess you don't change a winning team because he
No. He is the man.
Did you try anything differently in as far as production and mixing is concerned?
You know, I mean, like this album, I was talking with another interview like a couple of days ago, and there was a guy told me that the guitar sound is really to the point and brilliant. And I explained to him that since this album is so has such a variety on the songs, it's like 9 songs with 9 different personalities. We imagine that we even we tried to have a different approach on the mix of the guitars on every song.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the sound, the basic sound is one, but here and there we had to add or remove some details on the guitars, frequency-wise, always talking.
And you did the production, correct? Or was Orpheus involved too?
Both of us.
Okay, good. So aside from the differences in the mix, that okay, it's difficult for me, an untrained.
I mean, like if you are not specialized on the whole thing, you don't get it.
Of course, that was I said the same thing, but nicer.
Yeah.
However, you have 2 songs that have broken, let's say, the Suicidal Angels record of the longest songs. You have Deathstalker and Fire Paths of Fate. So how did these came to be? I mean, of course, I cannot imagine sitting and said, okay, I will write 8 minutes, 9-minute song. How did those 2 come to be?
Ideas. Just like, I mean, like, of course, these long songs are the most difficult to create because there is a very thin line between making a long song interesting and making it boring.
Correct.
So you need to take you need to be really, really careful and responsible on the details, small details here and there. And this is kind of tiring, if you want to say so. It's like brainstorming all the time because you have to fix it and make it the proper way. But as you said, no, we didn't plan it. It was just like we liked the riffs, and and we said like, okay, let's try that out and let's see where it goes.
And you have some Greek melodies there, and some riffs. At least they sound like.
Sound like, yeah, because of the scale of the guitar. And that's why I throw the idea on the table to, in the middle part of Fire Paths of Fate, to use the santuri, the instrument, and the girl with these vocals, these solo vocals that she does in the beginning and also in the middle, and it was based on the idea of the guitar, of the guitar riff, and I said that this must be sounding really beautiful in there. Let's find somebody who plays that. That was most.
The person who is playing santuri, or the hammer dulcimer in English, for our English speakers, is the same person doing the vocalism?
No, they are two different girls.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So first of all, I have to find somebody that plays this instrument because it's not really common to find somebody, even in Greece. So I managed to find a girl that she knew what she's doing, and she just like, I threw her in the studio and said like, improvise.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the scale, that's the melody of the guitar. Based on that, improvise, and I'm gonna keep whatever we want. And that's how it happened.
Oh
Same
man,
with the vocals.
I would love to be on the corner and see how that happened, because was she aware of thrash metal even?
No, she had no idea. She just knew about metal that exists, like rock, metal. That's it.
Okay.
Imagine that even Jens Bogren at the Fascination Institute, he had to refresh his memory on how to mix this instrument. He had to go back to the manuals.
And you can say the names of both ladies unless you're not allowed to?
Of course I am allowed to, but I just don't remember.
Oh, oh man, come on.
Yeah.
But
it's not that.
Oh, sorry.
It's of course it's written in the booklet, their names and everything, but I just don't remember their names right now. It's been like a year and a half already, maybe more.
It's age, man. It doesn't come alone.
Oh yeah.
However, I'm sure you remember the guests in Deathstalker.
Yeah, that was not planned even.
Okay.
I mean, like in the morning when I was going to the studio to do the vocal recording for Deathstalker, Sakis from Notichrist was there already recording something of his own. So he stayed just to listen a bit to the song and hear my vocals and discuss, and you know how it goes. So at some point I asked him, like, why don't you enter and say a couple of lines? He said, gladly. So he did a couple of lines. Then like an hour later, Ephemeris comes over from Nightfall. Oh, what are you doing here? Hello. I asked him also, want to join? He said, of course. And then in the end, Fotis was a bit jealous, and he said, like, I want to do some lines too. And there you go with the middle part. The clean vocals is from Fotis Bernardo.
So this is the Champions League of the Greek metal scene.
Yeah.
Well, you should do a tour, a US tour with all these bands, but that's just me saying. I'm speaking.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do a European, American, a world tour like this package anyways.
Oh man, that will be awesome. That will be awesome. So you have released some very, very cool videos, and I was surprised that When the Lions Die had a censored and uncensored version. So what happened?
Yeah, nothing really like ugly or specific or horrifying or something. Right. It's just like sometimes YouTube has some restrictions, and they can block the video, and even they can take down the whole channel from Nuclear Blast, for example. So we had to make
that they are posted on YouTube.
Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, and what kids watch today with the video games and all this stuff. Anyway, you have to apply with this restriction because the algorithm is gonna take you down.
Oh man. Okay, so that video, I think that one starts with I looked in the abyss, she pierced her veins in me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But that comes from Purified by Fire. What is
Again?
I think if I
Oh yeah. We just use I mean, like,
okay.
We use lyrics anyways for different purposes. We even put lyrics on the back of T-shirts. We put them on videos. It doesn't matter. Actually, this is Nietzsche. It's not something that I. It's a quote from Nietzsche. It's not that
I looked into the abyss and the abyss stared back at me, right?
Yeah. I just rephrased it a bit.
Okay. I think I may be mistaken, but I think that part, that lyric is on the When the Lions Die, but it comes from Purified by Fire. So
yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay, good. However,
as I said, we just use lyrics generally speaking.
Yeah, so I was trying to see if there is a connection between
no
in the lyrics between the two songs.
No.
Okay. And in Purified by Fire, you have someone walking while he's on fire. So is this CGI? Is this effects, or did you have someone actually doing that?
The main idea was to set me on fire.
Okay.
That was the original idea.
Doesn't sound like a good idea, man.
No. Then in the end, we decided. I mean, like we spoke with a guy that did who actually recorded the whole thing, and he said that he will try to find a proper team that is gonna do that.
Okay.
So actually, it's a man with a proper suit set on fire.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that was
yeah.
So based on what you said for the video, for the music videos, you do have a say on what the concept will be, correct?
Yeah, of course. I mean, always the guys that we work with, they bring in some ideas and we discuss them, and then we make some corrections, or we just give a green light and go, and that's it.
Okay. And then, as you said in the beginning, there is you have another single coming out, Virtues of Distraction. So will this be also a music video or a lyric video?
No, it's going to be more lyric graphic video.
Mm-hmm. And you have a competition running. So
yep.
What's happening?
Yeah, but it's just like for some tickets for the upcoming European tour. I mean, like there's gonna be like I forgot the English word. Anyway, it's gonna be a competition among the people that they are gonna pre-save the link and pre-order stuff, and they're gonna be 2 tickets for some of the European shows that we are about to do next month.
So are you going to do the same for the US tour?
As soon as it happens.
I was hoping that you will tell me, yes, we will, because the tour is happening.
No, unfortunately not. But the good thing is that we have already signed with a booking agency from the States last year.
Mm-hmm.
So this gives us actually the chance to, have an agent over there and start searching for proper tours for us so we can expand the whole thing.
Joking aside, it has become so expensive to even make the trip from Europe, and especially from Greece, right? For its souther to the US, let alone the visas and all that.
Yeah. It's crazy expensive to come over to the States right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking about this issue with our manager, and he gave me a bit the pricing, which is like quite difficult.
Yeah, and it's not only saying that.
Yeah, and I suppose that if you're gonna spend so much money on visas and stuff, you have to do a tour like it's gonna be like 6 weeks minimum.
Mm-hmm. Or
you can come over
twice in a year, if that's
twice for sure for 6 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In order to break even.
Yeah.
Ah, boy. So this is the 6th album that you had Ed doing the cover artwork. So at this point, do you actually give him any input, or you say, this is the album title, do your thing?
Oh, actually, we always give him some input, but not the whole idea. I mean, like, album title, we are thinking something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He brings also his his imagination on the table. So it's a mix, you know, both him and us. And then he starts drawing a sketch. We make some corrections on the sketch, and then he paints the whole thing. And in the end, we're like,
what the fuck? Okay, touring. You have announced the European live dates for March, and then you have some shows in the UK. What is
in April?
In April,
and then we have Spain and Portugal also on April.
Okay.
Then we have some festivals on May, and some other single club shows. We're in the process of booking.
Okay.
I would say it like that.
So, do you think that the touring will take the band for the entire 2024? Mainly, not mainly in Europe, or
I didn't get that.
Sorry, I was saying that in 2024 you will be touring Europe, or are you planning to go elsewhere, South America, for example?
Anywhere they call us.
Okay, okay. So there is nothing solid, at least for the time being.
No. For the time being, these are only the announced and solid dates that we have.
Okay, okay. Going back to the album, do you have any songs that, especially since you have 2 long songs, that didn't make it, but you would like to release them at some point?
No, I mean, like all the songs that were not included in the album, they're in the trash can. They're not even stored anyway.
Oh, you throw everything
anywhere. Sorry.
Okay,
anywhere.
Got it. Nick, those were my questions. If you have anything else that I should have asked but I didn't, please.
I think we covered more or less all the topics for the album. Thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely, and you. Give my regards to the rest of the team, and I don't know, man. Let's hope that we will see you guys here in Chicago, particularly.
Anywhere, everywhere.
Absolutely. Thank you, man.
Bye-bye.